So we did a community conversation sponsored by the Disasters Roundtable. We had a couple of folks come out and sit with some folks in Fort Worth so that they helped us walk through a conversation with some key questions, exploring how we look at risk locally from the local level. We had several folks that participated in our community conversation. They were folks in local government as well as a regional government. We had some non-governmental organizations present, as well as across several disciplines from our parks and community service, law enforcement, fire, emergency management, etc. It was an interesting exploration of the question. We looked at how is risk distributed in our community, as well as who holds that risk, and then also how we communicate that risk. Bottom line, if I could summarize our results, risk is really generally borne by the individual, but it is shared with society or the community. Community does a lot, of course, to help buy down or mitigate the risk, but the general responsibility still rests with the individual, and it's those tools and how we interact with them as a society, as a community, help them. That helps distribute that risk equitably or not equitably, as well as tells us, kind of drives us towards what kind of tools we can use to help deal with that risk from a community or society standpoint. In terms of communicating risk, it was an interesting, flowing conversation. The folks present talked about a lot of tools we use, everything from Twitter and Nixle to internet to mail outs. We talked about our community education program called Know What to Do. That's KNOWHAT with the number 2 DO. As a program to help communicate local risk and local hazards so folks can get an idea based on living in our area of how to be prepared for a disaster and what to do and how to, again, manage that risk. So it was an interesting conversation, and I was glad to share it with the group, and I hoped everybody got a lot from it.